is really at the core of it, I'd say, and the biggest difference between US and China. There are important details that I think the West has not fully provided to the public. For instance, and financial, as innovative as it was doing banking jobs without being regulated like a bank, right? So that obviously poses a host of financial stability questions and rules and regulations and so forth. So the fact that IPO was halted, you could say that there were strong economic regulatory grounds for that. But I think more broadly speaking, if you're an entrepreneur, part of the capitalist class, keep your head down and make money, and that's fine, right? Do some philanthropy. There are also many, many other billionaires that are just fine, that are actually very much in favor of the political leadership, and they do their thing. Now, I'm not saying what's right, what's wrong. It's just a very, very different culture and different country. In the US, it's great to be colorful. I mean, you have a very, very colorful president. He would never have been able to make it in China. You have the likes of Elon Musk. It's great to be different. It's great to stand out. You do not want to stand out in China. So, the moral of the story is that the top leadership understands that it needs these top entrepreneurs, the likes of Jack Ma. And they have done so many great things for the country, even for the world. But in China, garnering too much influence and power, even through social media, doesn't make you look that great. It's not a good thing for you personally. And there's a saying in China that you just don't want to be the tallest tree, right? The tallest tree gets the most wind. So I don't agree at all with the Western conclusion that this anecdote, this story has meant that entrepreneurs don't want to be entrepreneurs anymore. The young kids don't aspire to be people like Jack Ma. That's not true at all. The incentives are still there. It's a different kind of rich elite class in China.
So, on what dimensions do you think that the height of the tree is measured? Is it more about just mouthing off in public? So, can you still be the richest person in China and actually not clash with the state?
Absolutely. Don't be too outspoken. Don't try to get too much attention and too much influence. And just, again, it's a cultural thing, but just keep your head down, be humble, contribute to society, do philanthropy, collaborate with the government, and you're kind of okay.
So the signal the Jack Ma situation sends to the entrepreneurs in China is not don't be an entrepreneur. It's more like
Don't be too colorful.
Don't be too colorful. And colorful means you can be colorful about the technical details of your technology, but don't be colorful about Xi Jinping and politics, and just stay out.
Yeah, stay out of politics. But I just want to say, that said, Jack Ma was really an emblem of extreme success, right, for China, and the Chinese entrepreneurs look up to him. That's really important. It was a signal that unfortunately was misconstrued by the society and by also outside world. But it's laid a different path for what these entrepreneurs should be doing.
What do you think happened to him? So he's now, I think, living in Japan.
That's by choice.
By choice.
No, he's an extremely fascinating character, which, and if he were in the US, he'd thrive. Funny, witty, smart, wise, creative, loves a good life. And I think it's by choice that he's roaming around the world, given that he has more free time.
Do you think he loves China?
All of them do. All of them do, because their lives, their destinies were totally changed because of China, because of the government, because of Deng Xiaoping, because of everything.
So, I know a lot of people from the former Soviet Union, and there's a deep resentment of broken promises, broken dreams. So that is
No,
not something you
That's
see.
not how I would describe that generation and their feelings towards China. Of course, you always get exceptions, right? The ones who have
Sure.
moved to the US and who wants a democracy, but by and large, people are deeply grateful to China, the Chinese government, the Communist Party, if you wanna label it as that, because they've seen their lives be totally transformed. I mean, Jack Ma went from being a school teacher to becoming one of the most powerful people in the world. I mean, if you didn't have China, what how could that have happened, right?